Doing a lazy long weekend, the North Island's Central Plateau was getting busy, very busy. The area is home to our oldest national park and one of our greatest walks, the Tongariro Crossing.
So it's got a lot of natural beauty, of course, a certain Tolkien-esque mountain, and it attracts a lot of visitors. So get this, in the last 20-odd years, the number of people doing the walk has increased around 450%. And with more people come, of course, more risks, and too often people are finding out that the crossing, like its fictional counterpart, can be a place of some doom. Here is Michael Holland.
Its burgeoning must-do reputation absolutely deserved.
The Tongariro Alpine Crossing is a phenomenon. It's a walk like no other.
The mystique of the mountains.
Wow. Wow is a word that's often used.
A magnet to the masses.
We're expecting about 120,000 people here this season.
This summer.
This summer, fair go.
There's something here that sparks people's excitement.
They've got it on their bucket list. They mark off Bay of Islands, Queenstown and Tongariro Alpine Crossing.
But as the crowds grow, so too the difficulty of convincing some visitors this breathtaking playground comes with potential peril.
It's the New Zealand outdoors. It's always got the ability to bite. It's all about your attitude towards the environment and your level of preparedness.
Terry Bloomhart's a walking guide and also volunteer search and rescue member, and in traversing the crossing hundreds of times, nothing now surprises him.
From the incredibly well prepared to the sorts of people that raise the eyebrows, barefoot certainly no longer startles me.
Truly?
Truly.
I saw a girl in a dress up the top of the hill, yeah. I was pretty shocked.
In a dress?
Who wears a dress to the top of a mountain? It's not a good idea.
These day trippers certainly not among the blissfully cavalier.
He's got a base layer on, a good polypro base layer, some polar fleece going on over the top, and the shorts are certainly going to dry off quickly if there's a hint of rain. We really discourage wearing jeans. To begin with, they're cotton. The moment that gets wet, it gets very heavy, very cold.
I seen a lady the other day with high heels on. That's pretty crazy. Some people just have no idea. They just think it's a little bit of a walk over the hill, I suppose.
Long johns, if it does get a bit colder.
And up over the saddle, out of sight, conditions can be radically different from the more protected valley. So in the last 20 or 30 minutes, things have started to change.
Yeah, they have. The wind's come up. We've had a little bit of cloud skiff across the mountain.
Incredibly changeable. Really, really changeable. And you're on one side of the mountain, I think, oh, what an amazing day. By the time you've popped over the ridge and onto the other side and into the wind, absolutely freezing.
That scenario catching out two teenage students last week, who, after separating from their group, became trapped on a treacherous patch of snow. Rescuers finding them severely weakened.
Parked up in the wind, on the ridge, in the drizzle, in the cloud. I saw two rocks, and when one of those rocks waved at me, I knew I'd found what I was looking for.
The potentially life-saving message then, there's no shame in turning back if conditions close in.
And if the mountain's telling you with its weather that today's not your day, then take that advice. Come back another day, have another go. The mountain's been here for a long time. It's not going anywhere. Love it, enjoy it, but respect it.
Interesting twist to our tourism boom, isn't it, really? Because you've got these people who go, because of the Lord of the Rings thing. So Lord of the Rings does an amazing thing for the country, and everyone comes here to look at where it was filmed and all that stuff. And that mountain, of course, they would just want to wander up the mountain like it's Disneyland and have a bit of a look, throw a ring in, and then wander back down, not realising it's the outdoors, for God's sake.
Yeah.
And the fact you can turn up in bare feet, I mean, you've really got to wonder how thick some people are, don't you?
You'd think that with that many people it would put you off because you're wanting that outdoor experience,
other thing. Something about the outdoors, suddenly it's like this massive queue of people to the top of the mountain. It kind of puts you off, doesn't it?
I have to let you in on a little quote of Mike's earlier when we were talking about this story. I don't like the outdoors as a general rule.
Now, that rugged outdoors thing's never me. I went to the Abel Tasman once, and I mean, the Abel, don't get me wrong, it's beautiful, spectacular, but you've got to put on the big hiking boots.
You have to get a bit sweaty.
Drinking the rainwater, and
it's not good, is
you're in
it?
a tent and there's mozzies. It's, you know, some people are up for it, some people aren't.
Well, they're not. I have to update you on the Dream World situation. They are now confirming that 3 people have in fact died, so we will keep you across that as the program goes